Have you ever wondered why some of the smartest people make the dumbest mistakes? It's not because they lack intelligence, it's because their minds are being tricked. And worse, most of us are falling for the exact same traps every single day without even realizing it. Today, we're diving into Rolf Dobelli's best-selling book, The Art of Thinking Clearly. But instead of boring theory, I'm going to show you the real-life stories and hidden mental traps that shape your decisions, your money, and even your happiness. The survivorship bias, the illusion of success. During World War II, the U.S. military studied bombers that returned from missions. Engineers wanted to reinforce the areas that had the most bullet holes. Makes sense, right? More holes equals more danger. But statistician Abraham Wald flipped the script. He said, no. You're looking at the planes that survived. The bullet holes on these planes didn't kill them. Reinforce the areas that are untouched, because that's where the planes that never made it back were hit. That's survivorship bias. We only see the winners. We look at Steve Jobs and think dropping out of college makes you successful. But what about the millions who dropped out and failed? You never hear their stories. Lesson: don't copy the survivors. Look at the invisible failures. The sunk cost fallacy, trapped by the past. Imagine you buy a $200 concert ticket. The day arrives and you've got the flu. You're coughing, sweating, miserable. But you force yourself to go because you don't want that $200 to go to waste. That's the sunk cost fallacy. The money is already gone. The real cost is ruining your health and you're weak. But we humans are wired to cling to what we've already invested, even if it hurts us. Lesson: the past is gone. Make decisions for the present and future, not out of stubborn loyalty to what you've already lost. Confirmation bias, the trap of being right. In the 17th century, Galileo faced massive backlash because his discoveries didn't align with the church's worldview. People didn't test his ideas. They simply rejected them because they threatened their beliefs. Today, we're no different. We Google things to prove ourselves right. We follow influencers who already agree with us. We ignore facts that make us uncomfortable. That's confirmation bias, and it blinds us. Lesson: don't seek to be right. Seek the truth, even when it hurts. Social proof, the herd instinct. Picture this. A group of people are standing in an elevator, all facing the wrong way, toward the back wall. A new person enters, and at first they look confused. But within seconds, they quietly turn and face the wall too. That's social proof in action. If everyone's doing it, we assume it must be right, even when it's totally wrong. Lesson: just because the crowd is moving in one direction doesn't mean it's the best path for you. The availability heuristic: what you see isn't reality. After 9/11, thousands of Americans refused to fly out of fear of terrorist attacks. Instead, they drove long distances. The result? Road accidents killed far more people than planes ever would have. Why? Because people feared what was fresh in their memory, the shocking images of planes hitting buildings, rather than the actual statistics of safety. Lesson: what's vivid in your memory isn't always what's true. Learn to separate feelings from facts. Loss aversion: why losing hurts more than winning. Psychologists ran an experiment. They gave people a simple coin toss game. If it lands on heads, you win $200. If it lands on tails, you lose $100. Statistically, this is a great deal, yet most people refused. Why? because losing $100 feels twice as painful as winning $200 feels good. That's loss aversion, and it keeps us from taking smart risks in life, business, and relationships. Lesson: don't let fear of losing blind you to opportunities of winning. Overconfidence bias, when we think we know more than we do. In 2008, financial experts, bankers, and investors, some of the smartest people in the world, were sure the housing market was unshakable. You know how that ended? The Great Recession. Billions lost, families destroyed, lives uprooted. Overconfidence is deadly. The moment you think you can't be wrong, that's when you're most vulnerable. Lesson: stay humble. Always leave room for doubt. Here's the truth. Our brains are wired to trick us. We fall into traps like survivorship bias, confirmation bias, loss aversion, and dozens more every single day. But once you see these traps, you can escape them. So the next time you're about to follow the crowd, cling to a bad decision, or ignore the truth because it hurts, stop. Think clearly. If this video opened your eyes, smash that like button, subscribe for more life-changing insights, and share this with someone who needs to hear it. Because the more clearly we think, the better decisions we make, and the better life we live.